Good evening, folks. Thank you for coming by and putting some eyeballs on. You know you're my people. Love you. Always want the big three for you, my friends. I want you healthy. I want you happy. And I want you safe. You know what I want for me? Like, share, subscribe. Buy me a beer. Links down below. The QR code in the thumbnail. Super easy. At least I think it's supposed to be. Computers. Bye. Anyway, look at another one from Brother Runner for today's drink along. This is Sunday Drive American Lager, again, local to me from Mother-road-brewing. Say what you want. He picked good beers. Or at least he picked good beers I can find. So we did chill down the glass. We chilled down the beer. It's 111 was the forecasted temp today, but the best job in the world is the weatherman, because you can be wrong 365 days a year and never get fired. Just saying. Anyway, crack. Pour. And hear Ed screaming as I put a head on my beer. Now, the whole idea of putting the head on your beer was to release the gas so that you don't belch all the time, but it never seems to work for me, as it always tends to come back on me. That is a pretty super bright white head. A little bit of titanium dioxide. There are no mistakes. Let's put a pretty little tree over here. And I would love to say she's crisp and clear, but she is not crisp and clear. But she is bright yellow. So into that pale straw area of a 2. Throwing it out there. Let's get a temp. I know it seems like I'm speeding through this. That's because it's ungodly hot out here. Incidentally, do me a favor down below, comment and tell me if you prefer the shorts to the longs. I'm going to do both regardless. I just need to know what you like better. 39.4. Seems like the right temperature to drink this kind of beer. It is a lager after all. And here, we like our lagers cold. So, let's get that sniffer in there. I would show you the trees blowing in the background, the oleanders. But those would indicate like a cooling breeze. And no, this is Satan's convection oven. So that breeze that blows by is just... No, scorching. Sniffer time. Let's do Biden time and see what's going on. I am kind of pissed. I ordered some new beer glasses and apparently they got delayed because the gorillas at whoever's doing the shipping must have broke my fucking glasses, and if I don't get them, I'll be really pissed. Nice, really light, floral. It's a beautiful nose. Sweet, floral, really light. So it's not like the German florals that tend to have a little more push behind them, right? It's just really delicious. Let's give you a look at the head, just for shits and giggles. Now that she's settled down, there you go. Nice, smooth, creamy. That's like egg cream. Me as I drop the phone out of the holder. Yay! Ugh. So sorry about that. I thought I had it locked in, but you know what happened to thought, right? Thought he farted and shit all over his ass, and now I'm going to be upside down because the phone's backwards. I'll have to cut and fix that in post. Alright, so after the incident of dropping the phone and having to cut and fix in post, we showed you the beautiful creamy head. Now we are going to slip her the tongue because looks like this, smells like this, and you don't slip her the tongue, you're not a good person. Salute! Nice, cold, dirty. It's got a good bite, so a nice mouthfeel, soft palate, intradentals, not a lot of leakage anywhere else. Medium. A little bitter, which is kind of surprising, especially in a lager. The body's a lot fuller than that nose belies. It's going to warm up fast, even with an ice cold glass. It's hot out here. So, from their webpage, there's nothing like an American lager. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Ferris Bueller. This brew is your friendly reminder to slow down and enjoy the simple yet brilliant treasures in life. Well, I agree with you on that. For hops, we're looking at Mandarina, Tettnang, and Bavaria. That might lead to that kind of different bitterness and that the difference in the palate. I mean, a lot of lagers are just sazzes. The ABV is 50. The style is American lager. The flavors are citrus, honey, bready, and the aromas are honey wheat. Well, I didn't really get honey wheat, but it's cold. Available on draft or 12-ounce cans. I get the flag, but every time I get up there, I get thrown out. I hate that town. Best enjoyed cold from the cooler. I concur. The glass is a Pilsner glass. Got you there. Enjoy with white sea bass, ceviche. Man, oh, I miss ceviche. I haven't been to the ocean in a while either. Loaded hot dogs and leisurely afternoons. Well, I could fit all of those in my schedule at some point, God willing, and not bat an eye. I don't know about white sea bass. Although I have seen some. When we were fishing out in Cali, a guy pulled up a black sea bass. It was probably about 80 pounds. The thing was huge. It was 4.5 feet long. We are currently sitting, can't be at 46, 47 already. Can we? It is that hot. Normalized temps. I know it screws it up for the lacing fans, but we are already at 47. This is going to be a short video, folks. Let's get the nose in there. Alright, so the florals kind of dropped off. Now it's still pretty floral. Not really pulling the honey wheat. I am pulling the citrus on that though. Slip the tongue. Alright, so the mouthfeel has gotten silkier. Still the same coverage, intradental and soft palate. It's less dirty now. It's moved into medium fast. Right to the back of the throat. Even the dirtiness is dropping off. I'm still not getting the honey wheat. We did get the citrus, but it's not really presenting on the palate. For what it's worth, I'm okay with this beer. Although I was expecting a bit more. Runner still has another one coming up, and then I have some other beers that I managed to grab that I thought were pretty nice. We are already at 50 degrees. That's how hot it is out here. Like I said, this is going to be a short, long-form video. This might just be a long short. From our friends at Untapped. You can go away now. So, well, the road is up in Flagstaff off the 40, which was the old Route 66, hence the Mother Road. Just in case anybody didn't pick that up. Okay, so the same blurb from Ferris Bueller. 5%, 28 is the IBUs, and they gave it a 3.6. You know, 28 sounds about fair because there is that really odd mix in there. And yet they never gave us the IBUs on their webpage. Go figure. Well, I don't think I would give this a 3.6, but then again, I don't listen to other people's opinions when it comes to the beer I want to drink, and neither should you, including mine. Although I do try to give you a nice large information base to work from. I mean, it is important after all. We try to keep things as empirical as possible. 53.1. All right, so 39 to 53 is how many? That's right, a lot. Slip of the tongue. Oh, let's give her the nose, sorry. And Steve, again, I'm sorry. I got a head full of feathers most of the time. I know I juke and fake you on that shit, but just remember, I'm always going to stick my nose in there first. Because that's what smart people do. Everything's backed off. You are starting to get that honey note. Even the citrus has died down a little. Slip of the tongue. This is about where the wheels fall off for most lagers. 53 friggin' degrees, man. Yet she really isn't that bad. And this is where they start to lose cohesion and they get manky and the bitterness and everything starts to go sideways. Everything just goes and it comes apart, and yet it hasn't yet, which is an interesting sign. I'm not saying that I would drink this beer above 36 to 43. Right, that's my lager window right there. That's where I really like my lagers, when it's 100 and plus out here. Flavor profile didn't shift. The nose has dipped down a little, but I mean, the only thing is she's gotten slightly faster. Remember, we need to save just a skosh for the short. If anything, the citrus presents more. But she is super fast, not surprising at this temperature. Starting to chalk out the teeth a little, and she's only 5%. Okay, I think we're done here. By the time I get to the short, if you really want to see what she looks like in the 60s, she's going to be at least 60 by the time we get there. Just go watch the short. They always get last look on the short. So, would I buy this beer again? Maybe. Would I drink this beer again? Sure. Wouldn't bat an eyeball. Try it on tap. Is there anything we won't tap? Handed this to me out of the cooler, I'd say thank you very much. There's no insult in this beer. This is obviously somebody who's been around the block once or twice. Good for the style. Interesting for the style. Nice flavor progression for the style. I was expecting a little more from it, to be perfectly honest. I tend to look more for that classic American lager to have that dry, crisp, clean punch, and this one does not. Now, they do use an interesting hop bundle in here, and so it presents as an interesting beer. It's a good beer by all metrics. I mean, she's at least a 4 or 5, right? Even though they're saying it's a 3.6, she's at least a 4 or 5. Is there anything else I really wanted to throw in there? It might be that I just prejudiced this whole beer with the preconceived notions that it was going to be crisp, clean, sharp, and it's not. But nor is it like those rich, earthy, floral, dank Germans. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, if that makes some sort of sense to you. I really do like this beer. I just don't like it enough to put it in regular rotation. So, well, Runner picked a really excellent choice. I mean, I'd have grabbed those if I'd have seen them on the shelf when I was walking by, because I'm a lager guy. That being said, 4.5 seems fair on this. I'm not over talking it because it's local and all that blobbity bullshit. Just judged on the merits alone, this beer's a 4 or 5, which doesn't make it a bad beer. Again, there are no insults being given to you when they hand you this, as opposed to they hand you like funky Buddha or some of the other really odd stuff out there. That, don't get me wrong, I like experimentals, but there are some people whose flavor profile is on the other end of their alimentary canal, if you will. So that's long form for their taste is up their ass. Yeah, that's what I got. So thanks for coming by. Put eyeballs on my people. Love you. Big 3. Happy, healthy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, gray man, house swivel, hot and handy. Hot and handy comes with its own responsibilities. That's on you. And again, you know what I want from me? Like, share, remind, buy me beer. Subscribe. Okay? It all helps in the long run. And I appreciate it. I honestly do. Thanks to anonymous donations, which apparently you can do. I didn't know you could do that. I was able to order $48 worth of beer glasses that apparently got smashed before they got here. I'll unveil them when they get here. They're really nice glasses, and they would have worked really nicely with this beer, but they didn't get here today because apparently hiring the best and the brightest is phobist or istist or some other gobbledygook bullshit, and that means my glassware gets broken before it gets delivered. Fragile. It's Italian. Morons. Anyway. Love you fuckers. Skol. Wheels are coming off. She's souring up too, and not in a good way like a sour.